Well, hello. Here we are in the Highlands. On this week, we're going to be fishing. I'm going to be fishing a small Highland river called the River Carron, which is just north of Bonner Bridge. It's Sunday, so there's no fishing today. So it's just a bit of a look round some of the Highland scenery before we get to the accommodation. And it's going to be a really interesting week. I have fished this river before, but it was about 16 years ago. So really excited and can't wait. Hopefully the conditions favour us, and we'll see some salmon. Good morning. Here we are on the beautiful River Carron in the Highlands. Had a bit of a disastrous start. So when we looked at the river yesterday, it was a certain height. So we tackled up. The gauge said it hadn't dropped, and I've been fishing on a Skagit sort of slow medium sink tip to get down into these deeper pools with a small fly. But I've caught the bottom every time, and I've already lost in the first 20 minutes of fishing 5 flies on the bottom, which is getting expensive. And schoolboy, I didn't bring my tips with me, so my fishing buddy this week, Darren, is running the truck up because he's having the same problem to bring me some tips. So not a great start, but that's fishing, I guess. Well, I've just seen a couple of fish jump in the pool behind me, and fished it through. Had a real hard tug, but it just didn't stick on, unfortunately. Darren, who I'm fishing with, had a sea trout earlier on. It's getting a bit overcast, a bit cloudy, so hopefully some rain. The gauge just over my right shoulder there is showing 9 inches. So this morning it was showing 10. So the water's dropped. 1 foot, one marker on the gauge is ideal water. So we're losing a bit of water, which is a shame. The rain kept falling and the river was turning into really good order, and it wasn't long before one of us hooked into a salmon.
Still got a wee bit of a run in it.
Yeah. Where was it? Down just past the rocks, just round past the...
Right on the line.
Croy that sticks out?
Yeah.
Or the rock further down the bank?
No, just past the cross. I stood here.
Well, exactly where I said, was it? Was it?
Not quite exactly, it was about 30 or 40 centimetres the other side.
Don doesn't know what he's talking about, just ignore him. Are you going to manage? You're better off coming a bit out of the river, just so you're not so...
Have you got a touch on that thing?
Yeah, but I undid it earlier on because it was in the other pool. I fucking hate the knots, the little...
Yeah, sticking on the eyes.
Joins the...
Right, now's the time.
Yes!
Well done.
That's fantastic.
I don't think it'll object to going away too quickly. The grills are pretty lively normally. No sea lice, no.
Right. On away.
I got a lovely video there, like, so well done.
And not long later, in the pool just below, Darren was in as well. Another spanking fresh salmon was landed. Well, what a day I've had so far. Caught my freshest ever salmon this morning, which was covered in long-tailed sea lice. Something I've never done before. I've caught fresh fish, but not within 24 hours of coming into the system. Just caught a little sea trout, which is the worst bit of filming in the world, which is brilliant. I'm going to fish this pool down behind me now. It's about 5 o'clock, so a couple more hours of fishing before we call it a night. Well, here we are coming towards the end of day one, and what a day it's been. Darren's landed a grilse. I landed a grilse. There's some footage of Darren playing his and letting it. There's only footage of me releasing mine because I was too scared to get the camera out in case I lost it. But if I hook another fish, I promise we will be videoing it. The river started coming up. It's come up about 6 inches, which is good for tomorrow, but there's now yellow weather warning for Wednesday, so the trip may be cut short. We may only get one more day tomorrow. We'll see what the morning brings. Good morning, and here we are on day 2 on the River Carron in the Highlands. The river rose last night, as I said, and it's gone up to 2 foot on the gauge, which I'm told is a really nice fishing height. You can see the water behind me is really streamy looking and fantastic. So we're gonna give it a go this morning. Much colder this morning, a little bit of breeze. There's no rain expected today, but we've got a yellow weather warning tomorrow. So whether there'll be any fishing tomorrow or not, I don't know. Great day yesterday. Let's hope we get more of the same. Get some fish on the bank, and we'll get some actual recordings of it. Oh, it's a sea trout. Nice. We've got a sea trout on.
Was it under the wires?
No, by the seat. Not the best bit of filming, guys.
It's a sea trout, yeah?
Yeah, it's a sea trout, about half a pound. It's a small one.
Become in the pool,
Yeah.
under the one.
As the water dropped off, we tried skating flies across the top, and eventually we got a take.
Take a start, I think you'll go.
We got another little sea trout on.
Seeing that fish jump, or a fish jump opposite the yellow bush again.
Well, here we are, morning day 3. Cloudy, windy, and unfortunately the rain that was forecast last night didn't come, so you can see the river's still small. Fishing this rundown, we've only got a few pools available because of the water height, so we'll see how it goes. Have seen a fish today, haven't had a touch, have had only one fish through. It's just looking beautiful, but conditions for fishing not ideal, and that's one of the perils of fishing a small highland stream, is you're reliant on water, and if you don't get it, you don't get to fish. So today may be my last day. We'll see what the day brings. The offer. Well, here we are on day 3, just heading towards a pool to fish. Overnight we've lost about 2 foot of water off the gauge, so many of the pools aren't fishing, so we're just having to fish these little pots today. There is rain forecast for later on and overnight, so tomorrow might be a better prospect. If we don't get the rain, it might curtail the trip, and we might be going back early. Really difficult low conditions, and Darren's into another salmon. This is fantastic. Just need to go back and get the net. We'll see if we can. Right, I'm going to have to do some netting now. Well, here we are, where it all started again. What a trip. It's been great. 4 days hard fishing. Personally, I had 2 salmon, 2 sea trout. Darren, who's fishing with me, had 3 salmon and a sea trout. So 5 salmon and 3 sea trout, 4 days is cracking fishing. The River Carron in the Highlands. Highly recommend it.